How you guys doing today? Welcome to my video. Kind of found this little like walking path. Didn't even know it was here. I was just trying to get into the bushes so I could get this little spot to try to shoot a video. Something I've been thinking about. Like, I think about a lot of things. I have a lot of ideas for videos. I was planning on doing a video on something else today, but I was just really thinking about this a lot because it was just, you know, what was going on in my life. I realized I end up in a situation a lot where, at least at work, where I feel like people are talking down to me and they're talking to me like a child. And you know, that's not good, but that's not really what my video is about. My video is about today is what the realization I literally just came to as I was coming right to the spot where I was thinking, wait, how does this happen? And the moment I asked myself that question, you know, I kind of got the answer right away. I'm gonna sort of call it, not to like rip off Brian Tracy, I'll mention his name, that way I'm not just ripping him off, accelerated learning. Now, I didn't actually study Brian Tracy's accelerated learning, if anyone has, though I have studied some Brian Tracy. But basically, I realized the reason they start talking down to me, they start talking to me like a child, you know, really just in a way you don't like, kind of condescending, kind of narcissistic. You know, my manager is kind of talking to me like he's always assuming that I'm doing something wrong, and I'm like, I want to smack him in the face, honestly. That's what I really want to do. I was like, you gotta stop talking to me like that. I didn't say that to him because it's kind of off topic, but I didn't say anything to him yet because I've dealt with his kind of person too much, where he's a little bit too narcissistic for me, too condescending, and it's like when you tell somebody off like that, it's better to just get away from them because they're just gonna make the situation worse. It's not they don't want to listen to your side of the story, they only want to hear their side of the story. But I feel like I just jumped into a whole nother topic for a whole nother video. But yeah, I guess what I wanted to talk about today, kind of had to pause for a sec just to get all that narcissism stuff out of my head because that could have been a whole nother video, was why does this happen? And it's because of a good thing, and I realized it's gonna be kind of it might be a short video today, probably pretty simple, but when I go to a new job, I ask every question there is to ask. I ask so many questions. I come in with the mindset of a child, and it's like everyone knows that when you have that like childhood, or at least most people understand, when you have that childhood mentality, that childhood state of mind, that curiosity, that wanting to ask questions, wanting to learn things, that's when you're gonna learn. You know, when I jump into a new job, I ask every question I can ask. I make every mistake I can make. I kind of run around like a fool for the first couple of months, just being crazy and trying all these different things. And it's like, it puts me in a position that's kind of awkward because I don't just pretend I know everything, or I don't just pretend I'm just gonna magically figure everything out. You know, I'm gonna save myself, who knows, maybe a month worth of stress just by asking one question. That's something to really take home too, because you can apply that. I gotta take off my sweater. You can apply that not just when you're at work. See, if you get a new job or you don't know something, yeah, you could come in like that, like that child, and you just start asking questions to learn everything. But don't be afraid to ask questions too. Like, you can ask, like, one is like really, really simple. It's like how to be happy. It's something a lot of us want. You can ask yourself that question, and maybe you don't have the answer. Maybe it's not gonna just pop in your head. But you can find the book on it, you can find videos on it, you could do a quick internet search, and you can start finding some answers. You can start actually looking into it. It's kind of funny because I'm thinking about how my accelerated learning sort of idea right now is forming. How like to learn faster, and I really realize it's really, as I'm making this video, it's really just about learning. Most people, it's gonna sound weird, but they're afraid to learn. How many people, I mean, do you even pick up a book and read? I'm not even saying I read as much as I should. I don't read nowhere near as much as I should, but I have books, I've read some, and I've watched a lot of videos about people, you know, giving me educational information to help me get where I am, so I can actually come here, I can make these videos and actually know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I guess really the point of this video is just to ask yourself, is to ask you, how much are you really learning? How much are you afraid to learn? How much, maybe not afraid, but just, yeah, how much are you really learning? Do you really, you know, do you want to get somewhere in life? What do you really want out of life? You want to live a life where maybe you get to travel a lot, where maybe you get to own your own businesses, you know, you want to be a musician even, or an artist, you should start learning. You know, something like music, people think, oh, what's there to learn? I just gotta, you know, write my songs and sing it. But a lot of really successful musicians do vocal exercises. They actually try to strengthen their vocal muscles so that they can sing better and longer and harder, and however, you know, it is. I'm not like a music expert, but I'm just showing you that there's stuff to learn, and you can learn lots of different exercises. There's some of them that do hours of throw exercises every day so that they can sing as well as they do. So that's something to learn. You know, maybe if you're an artist, you can learn about different types of paint, different types of paper texture, different styles of painting. You know, there's plenty of there to learn. If you're an actor, you should be studying other actors. Maybe they have techniques, they have methods. You know, some, like a method that a lot of actors use is they actually become the character and they go around their life actually being that character. Or if there's someone, you know, to study, like maybe you're trying to do, I don't know, somebody who has some sort of mental disability, and you go find people who actually have that mental disability and you see how they are, so that you can learn about them, you can portray a better character of them on TV. But I'm about to wrap up this video. Basically, the whole point, you know, I realized I pick up my jobs really quickly. Like usually within a couple of months, I'm competing with people who've been there for a couple of years. And the reason I do that is because I'm not afraid to be that child. I'm not afraid to ask questions, and it puts me in an awkward position sometimes, because now I got my manager talking down to me, and I could have just, you know, kept my mouth shut, and he'd probably keep his mouth shut because he just wouldn't have anything to say to me if I never went to him in the first place. But if I didn't go to him, I would have still had a lot of questions to ask. I would have things, I would have problems, you know, I had situations that I wouldn't have been able to deal with, and they could have been more of a problem in the long run. And for the sake of this video, it's more, you know, I like to keep it inspirational, motivational, try to encourage people to move forward, really just more of what is it you want to do in life, and are you really studying it? Something to really consider, I'll leave it on this. What you want to do in life, you got to find people who are already doing it. If you're going to be the first doing something, then, you know, amen to you. That's great. That's great. But, you know, most people, when they decide they want to do something, usually there's something, you know, they might have saw someone do it. You know, there's people they know they do it, something of that sort. The idea came from somewhere. If you invented something, that's beautiful. You know, more power to you. But for most people, you know, like me, I'm trying to be a YouTuber, for example, so I can watch other people who make YouTube videos, and I can find people who I like the way they make the videos, people who I want to emanate, and I can learn from them, even if they don't literally tell you word for word. Some people will literally tell you word for word what are they doing. Like, that's what I try to do. I try to tell you word for word how to do what I do, you know, but some people, you got to just watch them, and you just kind of learn off of them. You try to emanate what it is they're doing. You try to figure it out on your own. But that's today's video. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you feel a little inspired. I hope, you know, you ask yourself a question today, and you try to go, not even just ask yourself a question, you go look for the answers. And every day, keep asking yourself more questions. Keep looking for more answers. That's how you're going to keep moving forward, by learning more. You know, we only got so much time. I already feel like I need to end the video, but we only got so much time on this planet. You're going to save yourself, you know, potentially years. You know, especially you're trying to open a business as a good example. You can save years of work by talking to someone who's already started a business. You can save 10 years off of your life, and you can get yourself making more money more sooner. But I hope you guys feel inspired to just do something, anything, even if you want to, you know, research how to be happy, how to deal with anxiety, how to deal with depression, whatever it is you're going through. Have a nice life, guys.